Are you taking vitamin D every single day? Well, you might be wasting your time and your money. In this video, I'm going to show you why taking vitamin D without magnesium is completely useless and what you need to do right now to actually absorb it properly. You absolutely have to know this. Hey everyone, we're going to cover everything you need to know about the critical relationship between vitamin D and magnesium. But make sure you stick around until the end, because the #1 mistake seniors make with these supplements is the one that shocked me the most, and I guarantee it will change how you think about your health forever. All right, let's not waste any time. The biggest mistake most seniors make, and we're starting with a huge one, is taking high-dose vitamin D supplements without checking their magnesium levels first. Let me explain why this is so critical. Magnesium is the activating mineral for vitamin D. Without enough magnesium in your body, vitamin D just sits there in an inactive form. Your body literally cannot convert vitamin D into its active, usable form without magnesium acting as a cofactor. It's like having a car with no key. The car is there, it's full of gas, but you can't drive it anywhere. Studies show that up to 50% of Americans are deficient in magnesium, and that number is even higher in seniors. So you could be taking 5,000 IU of vitamin D every single day, but if you don't have enough magnesium, your body can't use it. If you can just fix this one thing, you'll already be ahead of 90% of people taking supplements. And if you thought that was a game changer, you have no idea what's coming. The final mistake we'll cover is even more dangerous and could be affecting your heart health right now. Okay, moving on to mistake number 7, which is not understanding how vitamin D actually depletes your magnesium stores. Here's what most people don't realize. When you take vitamin D supplements, especially high doses, your body uses up magnesium to process it. Every single enzyme involved in metabolizing vitamin D requires magnesium. So the more vitamin D you take, the more magnesium your body needs. This creates a vicious cycle. You're taking vitamin D to improve your health, but you're actually making yourself more magnesium deficient in the process. And when you become magnesium deficient, you start experiencing symptoms like muscle cramps and spasms, especially in your legs at night. That's your body screaming for magnesium. Chronic fatigue that doesn't improve even with rest. Difficulty sleeping or staying asleep. Irregular heartbeat or heart palpitations. Constipation that won't go away. High blood pressure that's hard to control. Anxiety, irritability, or mood changes. And here's a big one for seniors, bone density issues, even when you're taking vitamin D and calcium. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms and you're taking vitamin D, your body is telling you loud and clear that you need more magnesium. Don't ignore these signs. Your body knows what it needs.
Next up is mistake number 6, ignoring the symptoms of magnesium deficiency while taking vitamin D. Let me walk you through the warning signs your body is desperately trying to send you. Muscle cramps and spasms, especially in your legs at night. That's your body screaming for magnesium. Chronic fatigue that doesn't improve even with rest. Difficulty sleeping or staying asleep. Irregular heartbeat or heart palpitations. Constipation that won't go away. High blood pressure that's hard to control. Anxiety, irritability, or mood changes. And here's a big one for seniors, bone density issues even when you're taking vitamin D and calcium. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms and you're taking vitamin D, your body is telling you loud and clear that you need more magnesium. Don't ignore these signs. Your body knows what it needs.
Another common one is mistake number 5, which is thinking calcium alone will protect your bones. For decades, we've been told to take calcium and vitamin D for strong bones. But here's what they left out. Magnesium is just as important, maybe even more important, for bone health. About 60% of your body's magnesium is stored in your bones. Magnesium helps regulate calcium transport and helps vitamin D do its job of building bone density. Without enough magnesium, calcium can actually deposit in the wrong places, like your arteries and soft tissues, instead of your bones. This is called vascular calcification, and it's a serious risk factor for heart disease.
So you could be taking all the calcium in the world thinking you're preventing osteoporosis, but without magnesium, you're potentially harming your cardiovascular system. The three nutrients work together. Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, magnesium helps direct where that calcium goes, and all three together build strong, healthy bones. Now let's talk about mistake number 4, which is taking the wrong form of magnesium. Not all magnesium supplements are created equal, and this is crucial for seniors to understand. Some forms of magnesium are barely absorbed by your body. Magnesium oxide, which is one of the cheapest and most common forms, has an absorption rate of only about 4%. That means if you're taking a 400 milligram magnesium oxide pill, your body is only absorbing about 16 milligrams. You're literally flushing your money down the toilet. The best forms of magnesium for absorption are magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, magnesium malate, and magnesium threonate. Magnesium glycinate is gentle on the stomach and great for people who want to improve sleep and reduce anxiety. Magnesium citrate is well absorbed and can help with constipation. Magnesium malate is excellent for energy production and may help with muscle pain. And magnesium threonate is the only form proven to cross the blood-brain barrier effectively, making it ideal for cognitive health. Always check the label and make sure you're getting a high-quality, absorbable form of magnesium. Moving to mistake number 3, not timing your supplements correctly. Believe it or not, when you take your vitamin D and magnesium matters. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it's best absorbed when taken with a meal that contains healthy fats. Think avocado, nuts, olive oil, or fatty fish. Taking it on an empty stomach significantly reduces absorption. Magnesium, on the other hand, can be taken with or without food, but many people find that taking it in the evening helps with sleep quality because magnesium has natural calming properties. Here's my recommendation. Take your vitamin D in the morning or afternoon with your largest meal that contains fat. Take your magnesium in the evening about an hour before bed. This strategy maximizes absorption of both nutrients and gives you the added benefit of better sleep. Also, avoid taking calcium and magnesium at the exact same time in high doses, as they can compete for absorption. Space them out by a few hours if possible. Moving to the second to last mistake, number 2 on our list, is another incredibly important one: not getting your levels tested before and after supplementation. Here's the truth. You cannot manage what you don't measure. So many seniors are flying blind, taking supplements based on guesswork or what their friend told them. This is something I see almost everyone doing, and it's sabotaging your results. You need to ask your doctor for a 25-hydroxyvitamin D blood test. This is the standard test for vitamin D levels. Optimal levels are between 40 and 60 nanograms per milliliter, though some experts recommend even higher for certain conditions. Most doctors will test vitamin D if you ask, but they rarely test magnesium, and here's why that's a problem. The standard magnesium blood test only measures the magnesium in your blood serum, which represents less than 1% of your total body magnesium. You can have normal blood magnesium levels and still be severely deficient in your cells. A better test is the RBC magnesium test, which measures the magnesium inside your red blood cells and gives a much more accurate picture of your true magnesium status. Ask your doctor specifically for an RBC magnesium test, not just a serum magnesium test. Get tested before you start supplementing, then retest after 3 months to see if your protocol is working. This is the only way to know if what you're doing is actually effective.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 mistake that is holding you back, and honestly, the most dangerous one on this entire list, is taking vitamin D supplements without vitamin K2. Here's why this is absolutely critical, especially for seniors. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption in your gut. That's good. But if you don't have enough vitamin K2, that calcium doesn't know where to go. Vitamin K2 activates proteins that direct calcium into your bones and teeth, where you want it, and keeps it out of your arteries and soft tissues, where you definitely don't want it. Without K2, taking high-dose vitamin D can actually accelerate arterial calcification, increasing your risk of heart attacks and strokes. This is called the vitamin D paradox. You're taking it for health, but without K2 and magnesium, you could be doing more harm than good. Vitamin K2 works synergistically with both vitamin D and magnesium to ensure proper calcium metabolism. The best form is MK7, which stays in your bloodstream longer than MK4. A typical dose is 100 to 200 micrograms per day. You can find vitamin K2 in fermented foods like natto, certain cheeses, and egg yolks, but most people need to supplement to get adequate amounts. This is the golden trio for seniors: vitamin D3, magnesium, and vitamin K2. Together, they support bone health, cardiovascular health, immune function, and so much more. Never take one without the others. So, there you have it, the 7 biggest mistakes seniors make when taking vitamin D without magnesium. We covered how vitamin D is useless without magnesium to activate it, how taking vitamin D actually depletes your magnesium stores, the warning signs of magnesium deficiency you shouldn't ignore, why calcium alone won't protect your bones, the importance of choosing the right form of magnesium, timing your supplements for maximum absorption, getting proper lab testing to track your progress, and of course, the most important one, why you must add vitamin K2 to the mix to protect your heart and direct calcium to your bones. Now I have a question for you. Which of these mistakes were you making? Be honest and let me know in the comments below. Were you taking vitamin D by itself? Did you have no idea about magnesium or K2? Or maybe you were taking magnesium oxide thinking it was doing something. I read every single comment, and I want to hear your story. If you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. In my previous video, I talked about vitamin D3 and K2. You can watch it. Thanks for watching Revitamen, and I'll see you in the next one.